Mangaung Metro Municipality has confirmed that there are several areas that have been affected by water interruptions. This means taps in Bloemfontein, Botshabelo, Dewetsdorp, Soutpan, Thaba Nchu and Stadensrus are all running dry. Our Newzroom Afrika senior reporter Dumalo is watching those proceedings for us. Dumalo, last week when the Water and Sanitation Minister Senzo Mngunu spoke about some of these cuts, they really didn't have an idea of how long they would be expected to last for. Has that become any clearer? Have they been able to get to the bottom of why these cuts are taking place in the first place?
Well, Kathy, the reason why these cuts are taking place in the first place, according to Bloem Water, which is the water utility here, is because the Mangaung Metro Municipality is in deep debt. Of course, as of November last year, it was 120 million that was due to, of course, Bloem Water. But at the heart of the dispute is the fact that the municipality is saying that, well, okay, we will pay the 120 million that will settle the larger debt, but what Bloem Water is saying is that, okay, the 120 million is fine, but there's still the outstanding matter of the interest occurred. So there seems to be a non-agreement as to exactly how much is owed, because according to the municipality, they need to just settle that capital amount, but the interest is still outstanding. Now, why Bloem Water says the interest is important to this particular issue, Kathy, is the fact that the monies, if they're not paid in full, affects people's livelihoods, the people who work at Bloem Water. This includes inspectors, this includes engineers who have to be paid salaries. So effectively, this is what is at the heart of the dispute. According to the municipality itself, the spokesperson Kondile Khedema saying that he will speak to Newzroom Afrika first thing tomorrow morning. So we'll be waiting to hear exactly how they plan to settle this, because the municipality says that it has managed to raise the funds, but it cannot pay the full amount. Now, what this means for residents in the affected areas, it's been a long-running problem. It's something that they have been dealing with, which means that they can't flush toilets, which means that they can't cook, which means that they can't wash laundry. What the municipality still has to answer is also if contingency plans have been made. I can tell you, Kathy, that driving into Mangaung, though, a little bit of respite with the rain coming in, but how that will affect the matters, because it comes down to an issue of finance, still remains to be seen. So spare a thought for those residents that are affected and people who can't do the things that we take for granted, like perhaps even taking a shower.
All of this comes on the eve of the sitting of council where a new mayor is expected to be elected. And of course, these are the officials then who will be tasked with finding some kind of resolution to this problem.
Indeed, Kathy, and at the heart of finding the resolution to the problem are two major issues. One is the issue of good governance, the issue of service delivery, and the issue of good maintenance. Now, the Mangaung Metro Municipality has been, of course, one of those municipalities that has really been in the bad books, so to speak, in terms of keeping its books. It is a municipality that has bled in terms of, maladministration of funds, and of course it has been placed under administration. Now, what that means is that, of course, the municipality now needs to raise funds, and to raise funds, it is now looking to the people of the municipality to say that ratepayers who have been dodging paying their rates need to cough up. Now, this is bad news for those who, of course, are saying that they are unemployed due to COVID-19, as well as the large unemployment rate in the municipality. They blame several factors, including, again, poor administration, accusations of nepotism. It's just really a municipality that is facing numerous challenges which should compound an already dire situation.
Dumalo, one of the big challenges that have faced that municipality, and it has somewhat contributed to the lack of revenue collection or the poor revenue collection, is that they've had serious problems when it comes to the issuing of credible statements to residents of Mangaung, and some have completely lost faith in that administrative process and are basically not paying what they need to be paying.
Absolutely, and this has resulted, apart from the various, disruptive and even violent so-called shutdown protests. This has resulted in many marches to the water utility as well as to the municipality itself, with residents saying that they don't understand how households can rack up the kind of bills that they are being billed with, saying that there's clearly an issue with the water metering system and how it is administered and how it is also managed, because if it is faulty, then it is racking up bills that they cannot themselves pay. Some residents saying they are pensioners, of course. Some residents are also who are unemployed, who rely on government grants, having bills ranging up to 120,000 rand, saying that how can they possibly pay that? And so a culture of non-payment is what the municipality has been blaming on some of these challenges. However, poor maintenance of infrastructure has also played a part, Kathy. So these are some of these issues that are already compounding a very, very, very dire situation.
All right, Tumole, let's leave it there for tonight. Coming to us from a very windy Mangaung center, and that's where we are expecting the council to sit tomorrow, when the nominations for the next mayor will be tabled.